Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, and I'm here to talk about the Ouya. That's how you pronounce it. It's this new console that's supposed to come out. And no, this isn't a sponsored video, but I was curious about it, and I bought it. So I don't have it yet. I pre-ordered it, I guess. I gave them $100 towards their Kickstarter project. Then everyone has been looking at and talking about the Ouya. What it is it's a new console that's coming out. It's going to have a quad-core AMD processor of some sort, but it's a cheap mobile processor. It's not their top-of-the-line thing, so hopefully it doesn't suck too bad. Hopefully it's pretty powerful. Usually when a console is introduced, it is on par with gaming PCs of the day. Now, I know a lot of PC guys are going to say, no way, what I put together is way more powerful than a console. And that's true, mostly, but it also has more responsibilities. It runs a full operating system. It has your browser. It has all this other overhead that a console doesn't have. So, upon a console's first release, it's, usually on par with what a PC can do in terms of, gaming performance. And then it falls out of date for the next 10 years. And I think that's why the Ouya is going so big right now. I think that this 10-year life cycle is not an attractive feature. It's not something that people clamor for and say, yes, please don't make consoles until 10 years passes by. I think 5-6 years in, people are like, man, this thing's getting kind of long in the tooth. I'm interested in something new. And that's why this Ouya is blowing up. Another interesting thing about it is that it only has free-to-play games. So, us as customers, we hardly give a crap about how hard it is to make games. We just buy them and do our thing. But as a developer, it's really difficult to work with Microsoft or Sony, to go through all their approval processes and to just coordinate with them. And from their standpoint, they don't want to work with every little 2-bit company that comes along because it's a pain in the butt for them. So what they're doing is they're making it so that anybody can develop games for this Ouya platform. You don't need special licenses. You don't need anything. You can just go and develop your game in the same way that you can for like an iPhone app. It's going to run Android, by the way, which I'm a little bit torn on. I'm afraid we're going to get lots of crappy ports from existing Android phone games. And, dude, I'm a console player, right? And I like AAA titles. I like some indie titles. But, I don't want your crappy phone ports. No one's interested in that stuff. This map, by the way, is shipment. I don't know if you recognize it. There was a car I just walked past. This is shipment. So it's gonna run Android and it's gonna have free-to-play games, which is the new hip business model, right? Everybody's making these free-to-play games, and it's kind of successful. And the most I've ever paid for a game in my life has been, in a mobile game in my life, has been for a free-to-play game. It just, you start playing it, you like it, and you give them $10 instead of 99 cents for a game that you like or get into, as opposed to a game that you're not paying any attention to or that you haven't seen yet, and you have to pay 99 cents in advance. So usually what happens, like in the Team Fortress 2 model, you get hats, and you think to yourself, well, hats, that's stupid, why would I do that? But then when you see like some other sniper with a big old Dr. Seuss hat on, and you're like, wow, that guy's got some sort of street cred, some sort of prestige in this game because of that hat that he got. And other people want one too, like it, and it does its thing, and it's cool. So yeah, the free-to-play model is gigantic. I just did a video recently on a free-to-play game. Look at this guy trying to advertise his YouTube channel. It makes me feel so used when people do stuff like this. Like, do you even like my videos, or are you just out here trying to get subs? I don't know. But that's the life of a YouTuber, and people use you all the time. So, back on topic, this free-to-play thing is taking over, right? League of Legends has gotten huge this way. World of Tanks has been huge this way. And a game I talked about recently, Hawken, and I'll put a link in the description or on the screen or something so that you guys can see Hawken, is coming out, and it's another free-to-play game. Now, hopefully they'll add things to it, like skins or hats or whatever that that people will want to pay if they get into Hawken. But I'm looking forward to that. It's a shooter where you bounce around, and it's gonna be a first-person shooter, but in mech warrior-like outfits, and that should be pretty badass. And this right here is going to be a mistake. Boom. Oops. So yeah, all the games on the Ouya are going to be on that like Hawken, League of Legends, whatever, free-to-play model. And that's an interesting concept too. Like, they're really investing pretty heavily in this thing. They're thinking it's not a fad, that it's the future. So that's a pretty big deal too. So what have we covered so far? Ouya's coming out. It's huge. I think it's huge because they're timing it right. They're beating the Xbox and the PS3 to market, which ties into the Wii. So the new Wii, the Wii U, is supposed to be coming out, and it's going to have true 1080p games. It's going to be the most powerful console at the moment. So that's kind of a cool thing. And then it makes me wonder, like, is that going to be the best place to play Call of Duty next year? You know, like, what if it has this, like, holy trifecta of better graphics, better gameplay, and worse players? And all of a sudden, like, you know, a guy like you who's used to playing on the Xbox or the PS3 can get 100 kill games on the Wii all the time. I don't know. It might not be that way, but it might be, right? It might be that this is a whole new universe of gamers who have never played Call of Duty before and are easy pickings compared to the guys who are going to be coming from years and years of COD over on the other consoles or the PC. So that's just a thought. But I think that the Wii U is going to get some buyers, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that we're all just freaking thirsting for a new console. It's been too long. I don't consider it to be an awesome feature that you wait 10 years for your next console. I consider that to be a bit of a downside. And I'm impressed with what they still managed to squeeze out of an Xbox and a PS3 and the old hardware that it is. But, man, you know, give me something new. I'm buying this Ouya. I'm buying this Wii U. And part of it is just so that I can give you guys some, like, honest feedback on it, right? You know, I'll buy this thing. I'll get it early. And I'll be able to let you know, my subscribers, if this thing is worth your time or if it's just a junky thing with no games on it or whatever. So yeah, I don't want to be behind the curve. I'm going to get these new consoles and we're going to see if they're any good or if they suck. So that's what you can expect to be coming up when these things come out. I'll be one of the first people in line to get them, and we'll check it out. So yeah, that was my Minecraft world. That was Shipment. We put it together. Live stream tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a live stream tomorrow where I put together a new PC. It's going to be a gaming and rendering monster of a PC, I hope. And I'll put specs in the description and stuff. I know a lot of people are curious about the parts. And it should be around noon Eastern Time, 9 Pacific, 5 for England, and 6 for the rest of Europe, and some other time in Australia. So, yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys then. I hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good day.